there, it's all Syracuse. It's all there. It's a good thing. Thank you very much. So we have decided that if this cast ever got back together again, and I'm going to try to have some fun with you here, that we would do The American President 2. Mark could be Bush.
All right.
Kevin could be Cheney. With Stan Winston's help, Condoleezza. And most importantly, and the piece de resistance third Academy Award performance would be, and Shirley MacLaine as Donald Rumsfeld.
There you go. I think you're onto something. I think you're onto something.
She would be great.
Yeah, she would be great.
I'm just kidding with you.
No, you're not.
I'm not kidding, actually. I'd love to see you. I'd love to see you do a comics, like, because we've got to start laughing eventually at this administration.
I know.
And I think that you would be the guy.
Okay, if you come up with the script, you send it to me.
Okay, I will do that. In the meantime, rumor has it, it may seem like a silly question, but have you had sort of your own interaction with the Graduate people, like Mike Nichols and Bancroft, in your own history?
Not at all. Well, in my history, I certainly have. I worked with Mike Nichols a couple of times in movies that he's directed, and Anne Bancroft, God love her. She was a good friend of our family. I mean, she was very close. Mel Brooks and my dad were best friends, and so I spent a lot of time with her. And I've known Dustin over the years. So I mean, just as people to friends, but not as not specifically about The Graduate though.
I just love, and I don't know if this is how sort of the pitch meeting went, but essentially, the family that inspired The Graduate is really all you need to say to get me in the theater.
Yeah.
Is that a good way to sort of to sum this up?
Well, it's the springboard certainly to the film. I mean, for people who know The Graduate, we posit the notion that these people are the real people, the real Robinsons. But for people who don't know The Graduate, they can enjoy this film because it really is more, it's not a sequel to The Graduate, it's not really a remake. What it is an emotional journey that Jennifer Aniston's character, Sarah Huttinger, goes on. This journey to self-discovery, the confusion that she has about who she is and whether or not she belongs in the family that she does. And it's all about trying to understand who she is so that she can feel good about herself, so that she can give herself over to the man that she loves, which is Mark Ruffalo. And that's what the movie's really about. And why don't you ring more? Sorry. Why don't you ring more? They're ringing, see?
It's lots of ringing.
Yeah.
The casting of Jennifer Aniston, I mean, you've worked with some of the greatest actresses on the planet, Kathy Bates, and that's just the beginning. And I'm wondering what your experience with her was like, if you'd known her before, and perhaps if there were some revelations once you got.
I never had met Jennifer. I just knew her work, and I always admired her. Always, thought she did terrific work, and I had a great experience with her because she is that rare combination of actress who is not only adorable and sexy, but she has the great comic timing, a great ability to play comedy, and also to find the emotional truth of a scene and play the emotion of a scene. So that's rare when you find somebody who has that ability to do all that and be able to blend those things just right in the right tone for romantic comedy. She was going through a tough time when we were making the film, and she had absolute grace. I mean, she was just a total champion, and I have tremendous respect for her.
The casting of Kevin Costner here is also sort of, this comes at an interesting period for him where he's done now sort of back-to-back interesting comic roles. Upside of Anger, I think he's really funny in. And in this as well. And yet we've never really sort of, he did Tin Cup, and but we've never really viewed him as a comic actor until now.
Yeah, I think, well, he's got a great sense of humor. He's got his own style of humor. And he's very comfortable in his own skin. And I think this is a great character for him and a great performance. And I think it will show people another side to him. He's now, like I say, totally comfortable in his skin, where he's got this kind of laid back, relaxed quality, and his personality and his sexuality just comes through. And women like him, and men want to hang out with him, so he's got this wonderful quality that he brings to the screen, and I think this character that he's playing in this movie will open up some new avenues for him.
And does Shirley MacLaine scare you as much as she scares reporters?
Does she scare you? She doesn't
Big
scare.
time.
She doesn't scare me.
Donald
No.
Rumsfeld.
I know. Okay, Donald.
I'm
Rumsfeld.
telling you, this is the casting. And Marcus Bush.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. All right. All right. You're pushing that like crazy. You know.
Thank you so
No.
much.
Thank you.